Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm your host Peeps, and today's video comes to us from Summerville, South Carolina, where an altercation led to the arrest of an off-duty officer. The charge? Murder. In a shocking turn of events, Anthony DeLustro, a former Summerville police officer, now faces a murder charge. The South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, or SLED, is holding DeLustro accountable for a deadly shooting that took place outside a Chick-fil-A restaurant. The incident unfolded when DeLustro, who was off duty at the time, engaged in a physical confrontation with a man named Michael O'Neal. This altercation rapidly escalated, leading to the tragic shooting of O'Neal. Witnesses to the scene reported that DeLustro was the aggressor in this situation. Despite O'Neal's attempts to disengage and leave the scene, DeLustro pursued him with a handgun. This pursuit ended fatally, with DeLustro shooting and killing O'Neal. Anthony DeLustro is a man with over 30 years of law enforcement experience under his belt. Following the incident, he was placed on administrative leave in an effort to maintain transparency and impartiality.
According to the arrest warrant, DeLustro was off duty when he went to a Chick-fil-A in Summerville, South Carolina on March 20th. Witnesses told officers he got into a physical fight with Michael O'Neal of Winston-Salem. The warrant shares that at some point, DeLustro, even though he was off duty, told O'Neal he was going to arrest him. He showed his law enforcement credentials before they fell to the ground in the fight. DeLustro's gun then fell from his holster onto the pavement. O'Neal stopped fighting and tried to leave the scene in his car. Arrest warrants show DeLustro then picked up his handgun, jumped into the passenger seat of O'Neal's car, and as O'Neal tried driving away, DeLustro shot and killed him while O'Neal was in the vehicle. Investigators say DeLustro claimed he was trying to keep O'Neal from leaving the scene and believed he could not get his legs out from under the moving vehicle. Authorities say video evidence and witness accounts do not support his claims.
This incident underscores the critical importance of accountability, regardless of one's profession or status. No one is above the law, and everyone must face the consequences of their actions. As events continue to unfold, DeLustro, the off-duty officer, appeared before Magistrate Judge Martin Housen via video call at Bond Court Wednesday night.
All right, good afternoon. I am Judge Housen. This is Bond Court, not a trial. I will determine the conditions under which you'll be released under. First, I'd like to get your name for the record.
My name is Anthony DeLustro.
All right, thank you, Mr. DeLustro. I will now tell you the charges against you and the maximum penalty if you plead or found guilty. You were charged with murder, carries 30 years to life. Do you understand that charge and the maximum penalty if you plead or found guilty?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. If you start answering questions about your charges, you may stop at any time. You are being recorded, and this recording may be used against you in your court case. You have the right to an attorney. You may hire one. If you cannot afford one, you may apply for a court-appointed one. The paperwork to apply for one will be provided to you. You have a right to a trial by a judge or jury, and you have a right to attend your hearing and or trial. Your trial date has not been set. If you were to miss any of the hearings scheduled for you, a bench warrant may be issued for you.
Yes, sir.
There are 2 court appearances scheduled for you. The date, time, and place are on your paperwork and the defendant's checklist. The first one is your initial appearance date, which is June 14, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. At that time, the court will see that you're properly represented and that your case is being prepared for trial. The second date is the bond return date, which is October 25th, 2024 at 2:30 p.m. At that time, you can make a plea. The pleas are guilty, not guilty, no contest, which means you don't intend to put up a defense, but it is treated as a guilty plea. If you say nothing, the judge will enter a plea of not guilty for you. You have a right to a preliminary hearing. That is a procedure when you ask the judge to review the evidence against you to determine if there's enough evidence to try you. You will be provided a request for a preliminary hearing. You may fill it out, hand it back to the jail, or hand it to your attorney. It is time sensitive and needs to be done as soon as possible. There are several types of bonds this evening. One is a surety bond. To make bond, you must either put up the money yourself in cash or real property, or you may hire a bondsman who for a fee will provide for your release. The other is a personal recognizance bond. You won't have to pay anything to get out. You're agreeing that you will show up for court and not leave the state. In your case, there's a victim against whom you've alleged committed a crime. That person may testify at, be present at, and be informed about all the process and procedures regarding the charges until it is resolved. Do you understand your rights as I've read them to you this evening?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Lister. I believe the state might want to make a presentation here briefly, okay? All right.
We're not really here.
Howson, maintaining his stern demeanor, read DeLustro his rights before asking him if he had anything to say to the court regarding the bond hearing.
Thank you. All right. All right, Mr. Lister, is there anything you would like to say to the courts in regards to your bond hearing this evening?
Yes, sir. I dedicated my life to public service since I was at age 21. I was at ground zero, got cancer, had my cancer removed. My wife and I lost our handicapped daughter in 2021, and she is a little bit not over that yet. And we took custody for our two granddaughters, ages 13 and 10. We've been raising them and sending them to Catholic school and trying to provide a good life for them. And any mercy you can show me where I could be with them and help them get through this, I would appreciate. My entire life was public service. I never did anything wrong. I never had one substantiated complaint in the 35 years I've been in law enforcement. And I just ask you for mercy so I can help my wife with the girls while we go through this.
Okay. All right, thank you. All right, well, based on the information that's been provided to me this evening, I'm going to deny your bond and bound over for circuit court judge. In the meantime, there's to be no contact with the victim, family, directly, indirectly, third party, or social media. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. You may be excused.
Remarkably, DeLustro didn't mention the victim, Michael O'Neill. He offered no apology and didn't appear to show any remorse. This lack of empathy raised many eyebrows, including those of Ninth Circuit Solicitor Scarlett Wilson. Wilson, deeply concerned, released a statement expressing her dismay. The court denied DeLustro's bond, as a magistrate judge cannot set bond on a murder charge. His next court appearance is set for June 14th.
According to this police report, DeLustro got into the passenger seat of his car and then shot O'Neill. O'Neill died at the scene.
Prayers to everybody, prayers for everybody's family and everybody's safety at this time. Things are getting crazy, so just do your best to stay safe.